It's safe to say, deep divers, we are not alone in this universe. It's safe to say it's no longer a conspiracy theory. UFOs are real, deep divers. They're real. Even like the Pentagon confirmed UFOs. And now you've got Congress holding a whole meeting just about UFOs and UAPs. Deep divers, we got a whole lot to talk about. So what am I talking about? Okay, recently, David Grush, who is a former United States Air Force officer, former intelligence guy, who is coming out, spilling the beans, saying, hey, he's taking the oath, deep divers, under Congress, saying, hey, they're real. We have seen them. Non-human biologics. This is huge, deep divers. We got a whole lot to talk about. I want everybody to hit that like button if you support the real. Hit that like button if you support the real. I told you. I told you, deep divers. I told you that the UFOs are here. The information I'm about to share with you, they don't want you to hear this. This is going to change you. Change your life. Deep divers. We got a lot to talk about. Peace, love, and harmony to all of you wonderful deep divers. Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. How you feeling today, deep divers? I woke up like this, all turquoisey and everything. We're in the gold room, and I hope you're taking care of yourself, deep divers. Look at my gold, right? It's a golden day today. You know why? Because Congress are holding meetings discussing UFOs. You have people coming out, whistleblowers. And I told you, deep divers, that whistleblowers are going to come forward. They're going to spill the beans. It's happening right now. You got David Grush coming out, deep divers. UFO whistleblower, non-human biologics discovered. This is crazy. Like, the science fiction is now the science now. But what's really going on here? Things they're not telling you, deep divers. You know I always keep it real. We ain't gonna sugarcoat it here, deep divers. I'm gonna tell you what they're not telling you. Are you ready to dive deep? First and foremost, if you're watching this video, this is your confirmation that you don't have to fear anything. You know why? Because love has come inside the room right now. Deep divers, look, don't be afraid of UFOs. Don't be afraid of aliens. Because the cat down the road is an alien, by the way. So deep divers, I got to make a video on this topic because it's hot. It's a hot topic. It's a hot topic. It's like everywhere. Like, oh my gosh. Did you hear what happened in the Congress meeting? They took the oath, deep divers, and they revealed it to the world that actually we're not alone. No, the UFOs are here. Deep divers, they're here. We got a lot to talk about, and we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? So wonderful, deep divers. Shout out to all of you. Look, let's breathe. We need to breathe after that announcement. Let's go. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Raising the frequency, raising the vibration. Take that. Good ass energy I'm sending you. Look, deep divers, I'm not going to waste any time. I told you, UFO whistleblower says non-human biologics. There are non-humans, aliens. They got the proof, deep divers. They got the evidence. What more do you want? What more do you want? What more do you need? This is crazy. But what is this really about, deep divers? I always tell you, think for yourself, because everything has an agenda. So let me play you the video, deep divers, just so you can know what's really going on, because this is big, 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 big news. Let's go. Deep divers, are you ready?
Mr. Grush, finally, do you believe that our government is in possession of UAPs?
Absolutely, based on interviewing over 40 witnesses over 4 years.
UFO whistleblower David Grush claimed that the U.S. government has possession of non-human aircraft during a House hearing on unidentified anomalous phenomenon, commonly known as UFOs.
I know the exact locations, and those locations were provided to the Inspector General, and some of which to the intelligence committees. I actually had the people with the first-hand knowledge provide a protected disclosure to the Inspector General.
He also added that, quote, non-human biologics were found at alleged crash sites, although he did not have first-hand information.
If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries, yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
We have nothing that can stop in midair and go the other direction, nor do we have anything that can, like in our situation, come down from space, hang out for 3 hours, and go back up.
NASA's had it, the Pentagon's had it, every defense department has had it. Turn loose the files. Let's get to the bottom of it. This is just the start.
Oh my gosh, deep divers, you heard it there, right? It's getting interesting. It's getting juicy out here. It's getting like really cool. Because you see, I already told you, and other people have told you, people like Billy Carson, shout out to him, he came on the show. We dive deep. UFOs have always been here since the dawn of time. And they have been deified as gods and all of these things. Go and take a look at the Anunnaki story. Go and research Zechariah Stitchin. Go and read the Enuma Elish, the Dead Sea Scrolls. Even the Bible tells you there were giants that walked the earth, the Nephilim, right? So all civilizations, ancient civilizations, the Sumerians, okay, the Sumerian tablets, they talk about non-human biologics being on earth. Okay, so the writing has been on the wall for thousands of years, even in ancient Egypt or Kemet. Okay, they talk about extraterrestrials, ET phone home, deep divers. Now it's funny, right? Because the movies are now becoming a reality. It's like when you go to the movies, it's not entertaining anymore. Like real life is so entertaining. It's like a movie right now, right? Now, deep divers, I always tell you, this is huge. Listen to yourself, trust yourself. What do I think about this whole story that broke, like this whistleblower coming out? First and foremost, David Grush has a lot of balls to come out because he knows he's going to be ridiculed. He knows that his life is at risk. He is really spilling the beans. And for that, you have to commend the bravery, whether it's the truth or not. But when you say something like that in Congress, you are really putting it all out there. And that's something you're not supposed to do. He's a whistleblower. Let me play you another clip, deep divers. Let me play you another clip.
Mr. Grush, thank you for being here, brother. Thank you all very much. Have you faced any retaliation or reprisals for any of your testimony?
So this video is all about the danger that his life is in after revealing all of this secret information.
Testimony or anything on these lines?
Yeah, I have to be careful what I say in detail because there is an open whistleblower reprisal investigation on my behalf, and I don't want to compromise that investigation by providing anything that may help provide somebody information. But it was very brutal and very unfortunate, some of the tactics they used to hurt me both professionally and personally, to be quite frank. Yeah.
It's very unfortunate. As they say, when you're over the target, that's when they do the most firing at you. Do you have any personal knowledge of people who have been harmed or injured in efforts to cover up or conceal these extraterrestrial technology?
Yes. Personally.
Have anyone been murdered that you would that you know of or have heard of, I guess?
I have to be careful asking that question. I directed people with that knowledge to the appropriate authorities.
Maybe in a, if we could get in a confidential area, SCIF, we could talk about that. But unfortunately, we were denied access to the SCIF, and that's very unfortunate in this scenario.
So deep divers, we're diving deep right now. You see, once again, when you come out and you first work for the government, then you're like saying, hey, there are UFOs and all of this thing. A lot of people don't want this information to come out there. A lot of people they've been trying their hardest to suppress this information. You know why? Because it's going to change everything in society. When you know that we're not the only ones in this giant universe, we're not the only intelligent life form. Are we intelligent, deep divers? Never mind. But it is huge. So once again, this is a very exciting time to be alive because the veil is being lifted. We're starting to realize we've never ever been alone. And it takes brave souls like this to come out and reveal some secrets. Now, once again, deep divers, take everything with a grain of salt. NASA means never a straight answer. Slow motion this side. Never a straight answer. So even though David Grush came out, you still have to question him to say, okay, what are his motives, right? So you have to think for yourself, but this is still a huge step in finding out who we really are, what we came here to do on the planet. And there are so many more secrets that are going to come out, deep divers. This is just the beginning. So let me play you another video, which is very revealing, which actually happened at the press conference. Let me play you this that happened in Congress, right?
And we did meet with one member of the flight crew who took the image. The image was of something that I am not able to attach to any human capability, either from the United States or from any of our adversaries. And they saw a sequence of...
So right here, they're in Congress and they are describing what they have seen, the UAPs, the UFOs, in great detail. So pay attention and listen, deep divers. Fascinating stuff. And these are first-hand accounts, which is so valuable.
4 craft in a clear diamond formation for which there is a radar sequence that I alone have observed in the United States Congress. One of the pilots goes to check out that diamond formation and sees a large floating, what I can only describe as an orb, again, like I said, not of any human capability that I'm aware of. And when he approached, he said that his radar went down, he said that his FLIR system malfunctioned, and that he had to manually take this image from one of the lenses, and it was not automated in collection, as you would.
One thing I want to tell you, deep divers, with all of these whistleblowers, I always say one of them has to be telling the truth, their truth. So we have to not say these people are crazy, but actually say, okay, they're brave because they don't have to do this.
Typically see in a test mission.
Grush, as a result of your previous government work, have you met with people with direct knowledge or have direct knowledge yourself of non-human origin craft?
Yes, I personally interviewed those individuals.
Mr. Grush, as a result of your previous government work, have you met with people with direct knowledge or have direct knowledge yourself about ATs, advanced technologies that the U.S. government has?
Based on conventional advanced tech, I was briefed to the preponderance of the Defense Department's both space and aerospace compartmented programs. Yeah.
I always tell you, deep divers, your iPhone is old technology. They got technology 1,000 years ahead of what you have in your pocket, the iPhone. So remind yourself that there's levels to this. And there is so much that we're not being told. Let's keep going, deep divers.
I don't want to cut you off, but how does a program like that get funded?
I will give you generalities. I can get very specific in a closed session, but misappropriation of funds and
Does that mean
self-fund.
that there is money in the budget that is said to go to a program, but it doesn't, and it goes to something else?
Yes, I have specific knowledge of that. Yep.
Has the U.S. government become aware of actual evidence of extraterrestrial, otherwise unexplained forms of intelligence? And if so, when do you think this first occurred?
I like to use the term non-human. I don't like to denote origin. Keeps the aperture open, both scientifically. Right. Certainly, like I've discussed publicly previously in 1930s.
Do you have any personal knowledge of someone who's possibly been injured working on legacy UAP reverse engineering?
Yes.
Okay. How were they injured? Is it something like a radioactive type situation or something we didn't understand?
You could imagine assessing an unknown unknown. There's a lot of potentialities you can't fully prepare for.
So that was powerful right there. That was just a little summary of of all what went down in Congress. But you got to remind yourself, deep divers, it's been happening all around the world. People are observing these objects in the sky. What are they? UFOs. What are they? No one knows. But we do know that some people they've actually had interaction with these beings, these non-human entities, these non-human biologics. I have. I'm a deep diver, deep divers. I see them every single day out of my window. I told you, but nobody believed me. Now you believe me, right? Because the Pentagon confirmed UFOs. Oh, now you believe me because they're holding meetings in Congress. Oh, now you believe me. I already told you, deep divers. So we got to remind ourselves, deep divers, there is so much going on that you have to open your mind to. You got to open your mind to that. Yes, non-humans are in existence. There is life everywhere. At the same time, you also have to question the government because they could stage a fake alien invasion and then take all take all of your freedom away, deep divers, because there are people who want to use this for good and use it for bad, so they can create a whole fake alien invasion just to take away your freedom. So you have to take everything with a grain of salt. Why are they talking about this right now? Because the truth is, you don't have to be afraid of the UFOs. You don't have to be afraid of the aliens. They don't want to help humanity. They are far ahead of humanity. They're just saying, what are these crazy human beings doing again? You see, where they live, they're in peace. They're doing a little samba, baby, raising the frequency. They just like dropped in to say, oh, what are those crazy earthlings doing again? Oh, blowing each other up again? Oh, gosh, crazy. So let me play you a video, deep divers. Deep divers, let me play you a video. I want you to remind yourself, Earth is the pale blue dot, like Carl Sagan said, okay? Earth is the pale blue dot. So this is the reason why you know UFOs exist. This is the reason why you know that extraterrestrials, aliens, they exist, because we are on a pale blue dot. Let me play you a video, deep divers, which shows you how small we actually are. Are you ready for that? Are you ready for that, deep divers? Let me play it for you right now. So, take a look at that, deep divers. That is Earth. That's where we are. That's Earth, planet Earth. The pale blue dot. So let's keep going. Is there anything bigger than Earth? Let's find out, deep divers. Let's find out. So just look at how bigger the sun is compared to Earth, right? But there are things bigger than the sun, our closest star. Let's go. Oh my gosh, look how big Arcturus is, deep dive. So you think we are the only intelligent life form in the entire universe? You really think that? Pistol star. Have you ever heard of a pistol star, deep divers? I haven't until this video. But it's pretty big, right? Compared to Earth, right? Exactly. Something lives there, deep divers. Stop it right there. So that's a supermassive black hole, 240 billion kilometers away. Hey, I told you there's levels to this. So don't think you're the only intelligent life form in the universe, right? Because Earth is tiny, 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 really tiny, deep divers. Let me play you another quick video. Because a lot of people are like, Ralph, aliens don't exist, UFOs don't exist. Well, deep divers, take a look at this. I told you, there are Earth-like planets everywhere you go. Kepler 186f that are identical to Earth. So let me play you this, deep divers. So this video is all about the percentage of the similarity to planet Earth. Right, so you've got so many planets. I'm not going to play you the whole video, just a little, like 20 seconds of it, but just see how many other planets are just like Earth. Life is there, deep divers. Like there's a lot, right? There's a lot of Keplers. Kepler 22b. And it keeps going on and on and on. This video is like 10 minutes long. So you still think we're the only intelligent life form in the universe, deep divers? Really? I could have kept playing that video, deep divers. I could have kept playing that video, deep divers. You got Earth-like planets everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. It's crazy. So once again, it is phenomenal that UFOs are being discussed in Congress. It is phenomenal that even the Pentagon are revealing UFOs, aliens, all of these things, because the ancients already told us In the Sanskrit, they talk about it. They talk about the Vimanas, all of these things. So you have to wake up and realize that it's about to get very interesting on the planet. Very interesting, deep divers. You know why? Because you see, there are two things happening right now. There are two battles happening. There are people who really want to get this information out there, and there are people who are trying to hide it. So more and more revelations are going to come out about secret military operations, secret technology, and David Grush has really done a very brave act in terms of coming out there and speaking his mind about what he saw and all of these things. But once again, you also have to remind yourself that don't believe everything that you see, even if it's a whistleblower, because there are agendas at hand. So you have to have discernment every single day. Trust yourself, deep divers. Go within, deep divers. And that's why I'm just saying, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? Beautiful, deep divers. Let's breathe. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. I want everybody to hit that like button if you support the real. I just went in. Hit that like button right now if you support the real, deep divers. I just went in. Also, go and check out the #1 best-selling book, Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/the book, the Bible of Becoming Your Greatest Version. Also, go and check out the book of 1111 Infinite Quotes by Ralph Smart, the secret recipe to becoming your greatest version, deep divers. Also, go and get the Good Ass Prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com if you're in America. And if you're a sexy ass model, woo, who's not afraid of UFOs, who loves aliens, you want to be an Infinite Waters model, well, go and buy the clothing. We're doing the fashion show in California. We're doing the fashion show in Miami, all over Europe, Africa. If you want to be an Infinite Waters model, DM me on Instagram at official Ralph Smart. Deep divers, I want to tell you this, that prepare yourself for what's coming. Because they are going to start to release more information about how UFOs, they've always been here. They've always been here. Aliens have always been here. And it's about to get very, very juicy. Very interesting, deep divers. But I already told you, deep divers, the cat down the road is an alien. Do you know that cats are actually aliens? That's why they got 9 lives. Well, you know now, deep divers. I love all of you. Peace. Infinite Waters diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You. Once again, deep divers, make sure that you hit that like button. Share this video. Leave a comment down below of gratitude and appreciation. And let me know how this video inspired you to remind yourself there is so much that we don't know. And this is how you actually become your greatest version. Question everything. Question everything. Question everything, because everything you have been taught is not the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. No, you have to unlearn and relearn everything. Deep divers, one love, peace.